Hello, hello, welcome. Come in, sit down. Grab a cup of coffee, grab some Oreo cookies, grab a Danish, grab some donuts, grab anything you have near you that you're in the mood to grab. I'm really not in control of what you grab or what you don't grab because this is a podcast, and by the time you hear this, I will be doing something completely different. If you would like to call into the show, that's too bad because it's a podcast. You don't call into podcast. I'm sure somebody's calling into podcasts. Just as sure as I say that. You can get this podcast on YouTube. That's about the only place you can get this podcast. And you may be telling yourself, by the way, I'm Nathan Hyatt, creator of Conscience and Nonsense. They're here with me. Hello, I'm Professor Conscience. And Buddy Nonsense here. This is exciting already. Yeah, anyway, I was saying, if you get your podcasts on YouTube, and no one that I know gets their podcasts on YouTube, everyone gets their podcasts somewhere else. This is YouTube, the podcast home for Conscience and Nonsense. Just because it worked out that way, you work with what you got, and if you can't work with what you got, then you just sit around and collect a disability check like yours truly. Anyway, I've been busy. Have you been busy? Tell them what you've been doing. You've been creating. You've been creating a lot of stuff. Yeah. Thanks, guys, for inspiring me. Always glad to inspire you any way we possibly can. I do think you need better writing, though. Your writing's actually rather lazy. Okay. Well, we're not going to get into all that. But just, wow, taking things one day at a time. I'm actually going to be doing a presentation tomorrow night, Wednesday, September 22nd, Orlando Word Lab. It's going to be online. Nobody's invited. One person's invited. I forgot to send her the invite, my web developer. Going to be doing a lab on how to write comic strips, which is something I've been known to do. Really? You write comic strips? You actually write comic strips? I thought that you just found them out in the woods on long walks when you were trying to get in touch with nature, and that you just found them growing on trees, and that and then you just you put them on the scanner and scanned them in, and actually that brings up a good point. I'm using the computer now, using the computer to do these comic strips, and that's a whole different world. It's a whole different world for you. Yeah, it's like, because it's not like your world is still pretty small, Nate. You still got it. It's a small world for you. Hey, what are you trying to do? Get us sued? Yeah, you don't want me to bust out into a song, sing It's a Small, it happens to be a world that's not very big. Yeah, and definitely don't use children's voices. Actually, I'm rather happy, Nate, as of late with you. I really think that you're doing a good job maintaining your mental health. It's too bad you're not in therapy, and I know that you've had a little bit of a shake-up as far as some other things that are going on in your personal life. But yeah, the times are good. Things are good, and I'm proud of you. And I think that you're doing a very good job holding it all together through some difficult personal times. And I know that you're disappointed with some goals that haven't come together for you. Would you like to talk to the people about that? Actually, tutoring. I don't know what it is about tutoring. It's just tough to find students. I love tutoring. I love explaining how to speak English or do algebra. it's just not the kind of thing that I was born to do. I struggled with math, and I didn't so much struggle with writing. I struggled with school altogether growing up, but I overcame so many challenges in education. Yeah, I thought you had some big challenges in education, actually, myself. I overcame some challenges in education and went on to get A's in writing and algebra, trigonometry, calculus. I was doing calculus 1, calculus 2, calculus 3. Never did go on to differential equations. That'll always be the dream, doing differential equations. Yeah, that'll always be the dream. Anyway, but I thought, I can help other people learn algebra, trigonometry. I can teach Spanish, teach English. Yo hablo español bastante bien, that whole thing. Still working on that, still practicing that, still learning. And I just, when it comes to trying to tutor other people, the money's good, but it's like you get a student, you work with somebody for a few hours, and it's good pay per hour compared to minimum wage. Yeah, it's like 4 times the minimum wage, right? Yeah, it's above the minimum wage, but then they just quit on you, or they get mad, or like something silly happens, or you think I said the wrong thing, and they ghost you, or there's some crazy excuse. Learning's hard, Nate. It's hard. Actually, Brother Nonsense raises a good point. A lot of people just aren't up to the challenge. They're not up to the challenge of getting an education. And so whatever you do, you have to do it for yourself. This is true. You have to you have to do it for yourself. And some people just have the magic touch. It's like being a plant dad or something, having a green thumb. You put something in the ground, you water it, it grows, you know what you're doing, or being in the kitchen and cooking. And for some people, it just comes together. For other people, I just wasn't meant to teach people how to do things. Now, if there's anybody out there listening and they want to call me up and let me know that they would be glad to let me teach them Spanish, English, algebra, whatever, hey, let's get together and prove me wrong, and I'll help you. I'm a very patient person with other people. I'm not so patient with myself, but I'm on TikTok. I'm on TikTok now, having a blast on TikTok, loving TikTok. Good times there. Way simple to use, way cool features. I really like the way that you're waiting to introduce us on TikTok. Yeah, you're not coming right out of the gate with conscience and nonsense, even though that's the name of your TikTok channel. Give me time. I'm just creating content. I'll work you in. Just give me time, okay? Yes. All good things come to those who are patient, to those who wait. I guess that's about all the time we have for tonight, today, tomorrow, or yesterday, or whenever you're listening to this podcast. If you've made it all the way through the end of this video, podcast, thing, doohickey, whatever, good on you. God bless you. Love you. If this is where you get your podcasts, good for you. I don't care about rules anymore. Rules are stupid. And remember, if nobody told you that they love you today, well, there's probably a reason for that.